He's in the top tier of the league. 50 receiving yards so far this season. It's the Broncos and the Patriots, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Denver Broncos and the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play, and losers there. Brandon Gaudin alongside, as always, my partner Charles Davis. And CD, in the few moments here before kickoff, let's give these folks at home a look at these two offenses by the numbers. What stands out to you?
Brandon, I just continue to be amazed by the analytics of the game, and it's an area where I continue to concentrate and study because I'm still trying to figure out how coaches and coordinators can really crunch the numbers and find where exactly on the field a defense is vulnerable. It's the game within the game. And if you really dive into it, it can be endlessly fascinating.
First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Now here's another carry for Harris. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. This defense for the Broncos, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting there.
He's got him in, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Give him 35 yards there on the third down conversion. Throwing Jones. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Now Jones. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Over the middle, complete. It's Henry. And the Patriots are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
That's caught by Woods. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots are on the board first here this afternoon. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped it to 17. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the man who proclaims to be from a whole pack of Badgers. Came into the league back in 2012, Russell Wilson. They go play action with Wilson. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Wilson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The Broncos at 4-7 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll complete this one to Collins. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Screen play set up for Williams. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. 2nd down and 3. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. The tight end Kelce has it over the middle. And he is going to have a Broncos first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Broncos are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point from McManus is good. And we are tied at 7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was all polished off on the touchdown reception by K.J. Hamler. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Harris running straight ahead, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And not a whole lot to speak of there, so bring him down shy of the 20. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. A quick throw caught out wide by Judy. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. A toss to the wide side. This is Williams. And he goes no. Fourth down. Here's Wilson. And it's incomplete. Surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd and 7, Jones. Pass incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Setting up the screen, Harris. And he's going to come up well shy of the 1st here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Zerline's kick is up and through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. Now they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Alexander Johnson. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw into the hands of Henry here. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Jones throwing on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harris. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Defenses love to get the ball to their running. space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal.
Touchdown, Patriots! Kendrick Bourne, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was Kendrick Bourne who was able to cap things off with a touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I want to quote a little Smokey and the Bandit there. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Wilson. This will be caught. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake in the ball and knock it free.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. Open man is Bourne. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12.
The halfway point of the season, and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bronco offense ready to begin this 3rd quarter play. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone. that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. On 1st down, Jones. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, here's Harris. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting through.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Now on 2nd and 13, Wilson, and his throw is going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I like what they tried to do there, tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
And he is going to have a Broncos 1st down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. A 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Foxborough. Now Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down. They run again, and a loose football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So potentially a turning point here in the 3rd quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game where you're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines. Tackle him. 2nd guy in. Tackle the ball.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the counter. As his nightmare afternoon goes Wilson. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now Wilson on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And quickly they get to the line. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Here we go on fourth with Wilson. Open man there is Collins, complete. And he is going to have a Broncos first down as this defense, boy, a little too loose there. They give up a gain of 19 on fourth down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Wilson to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
On third down, Wilson. And unable to connect, incomplete. To give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
And where they are on the scoreboard almost dictates taking this big shot and trying to get right back into the game. They took it there and couldn't connect. Despite the defense being ready, go ahead and force it downfield. See what you can get.
And he is going to have a Broncos first down as this defense cannot come up with a play that they need. In fact, they surrender a big chunk, 17 yards there on fourth down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Foxborough. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The strong windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Broncos are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And now they're in the hurry-up. I think this is a free play for Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Offside, defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the end.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Javonte Williams with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. They'll try and run it here. So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing, Jones. And this complete to Henry over the middle. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Now he's going to let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos about set to go on offense. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one. It might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And he is going to have a Broncos first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he stopped immediately there. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. The slot man in motion right. Wilson to throw. He's got it to Collins, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 15-yard line. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful. Throwing now is Wilson. 12
toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his helmet. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And the Pats have just about sewn up this football game. Well, this game has not been short on intrigue. That's the backbreaker right there, and it's going to put any hope of victory to bed.
Yeah, they knew they needed the touchdown, and when you have that little time remaining, they know they've got no choice except to go for broke, and that they did. But the interception, that means defeat.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. So it's a win here for the Patriots, and due in large part to the play of their quarterback, and that's Mac Jones.
Yeah, what struck me was how composed he was in the pocket. The numbers weren't